Good evening, Dinusha.
Good evening, sir.
Right. I have made you the co-host. Perhaps you can wait a few minutes and start the session when enough students are there. Maybe at least try to wait for 50 students at least. And I will be listening on and off, but I suggest that you take about, I don't know, even half an hour at least to go through that first bit, right? Get them to write even the flow charts before you show it and things like that. So say ask them to draw a flow chart or give them some time just for them to do it. Make sure that, I mean, just try to, you can't force them. And get to the stage of making the summation program, right?
Yeah.
With the loop. Hello, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then, so that should take well over half an hour. I think, I mean, get them to code it also in Scratch while you're doing it, right?
Okay,
It's
sir.
like a demonstration class initially.
Okay.
By then I should be back, and then I can just show them, something interesting about that problem. Then you can go on to the thing with the formula and uh, finish off with the thing, right? Quadratic.
Okay,
That's
sir.
homework. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. Oh. Good evening, students. While we are waiting for more students to join, will all of you please answer this poll to see where we are at, so that Ms. Tilkratna also will have some idea. So I see that some have not started yet. You are welcome to join the session, but please go and start that, because that will teach you from beginning to end about Scratch, right? You must take the time to learn something properly. You can't just come to some advanced thing and pick it up. So all of you who have not started, please go and start that course that also teaches you, or you learn how to learn by yourself which is the most important thing in this program. If you can't learn how to learn by yourself quickly, then you will not be successful in this program, right? So please complete the poll as students come in. I'll leave you to Dinusha. Maybe you can wait another 5 minutes and then start.
Okay, sir. Okay. Shall we start today's session? Sir? Okay. Right. I hope you all can hear me clearly, right? Yes. Right. Okay. Now, I will share my screen. Right. So in the previous session, we discussed about very basic things in Scratch. I think you can remember, or sometimes there may be students who didn't participate the last session. It's okay. Uh, First of all, I'll briefly introduce you what is Scratch. Scratch is a very visual uh, when you think about programming languages, Scratch is a very basic one. So it is compared to text-based programming languages. It is visual-based. I mean, visual blocks programming language, right? So I will show you how to go to the Scratch first. I share my entire screen. Right. Then first what we have to do is you have to go to your web browser and search the Scratch. You know this thing. Go to the Scratch. Then sign in to your account. Then go to create. Right? Right. This is the Scratch interface. I hope you have gone through all the Scratch videos. and lessons. So some of you haven't gone through them. So I suggest you to do that. Otherwise, it is useless to, I mean, if I am going to introduce you each and every basic things here, then it is time wasting, I think. But I'm going to tell you everything. But if you need to learn very well, then better to go through those lessons as well, right? So right. So in the last session, we discussed what is an algorithm, right? Dr. Nadine as well also described what is an algorithm. So what is an algorithm, as you remember? It is a step-by-step instructions, right? So algorithm, we can say it is just a recipe for a computer because it says what to do. An algorithm says what to do. Step-by-step instructions. So what are the examples? Real-world examples we can take. Making a tea, your morning routine. It is also a algorithm. Tying your shoes. Also, we can give directions. Do this, turn right like this, and right. We can give instructions. So when we take the example making a tea, then how to make a tea? I believe all of you know how to make a tea. So how to make a tea? If I ask you a question, how to make a tea? How you answer back me? You say first boil the, or you can say first clean the cups, right? I will ignore that part. Then we will start from the part where we boil the water, right? So you can say boil water. Then put your tea bag into your cup. Then uh, after boiling, pour water. Then add milk, add sugar, stir it. Then we can drink it, right? So that is how we make a tea. So uh, this is a real world example. No? So why we learn these algorithms? Because we are going to code something. We are going to develop some programs. So when we developing a program, we have to have algorithms as well. For let's move to that part gradually, right? So let's take the example making a tea. Then before we do something, we can illustrate this. We can draw this thing by using flowcharts. You may heard these words, flowcharts. So how to so this is the example flowchart for making a tea. So we can say start. First start, then as I said before, put tea bag in cup. Then here there are some several symbols, right? So starting and ending, there is a oval shapes, and there are some process. So these processes are indicated in rectangles, and sometimes we have to make some decisions. If this happens, we have to do this. If this happens, we have to do this. Likewise, we have to have decisions. So these decisions are indicated by using diamond shapes, right? So here first we have start, then this is a process, put tea bag in cup. Then in the next step, boil water, right? So if the water, we check whether the water is boiled. If it is not boiled, then we have to boil again, right? Then if it is boiled, then we have to pour that water into the cup. Then wait for 2 to 4 minutes. Then after soaking the tea bag, we can remove it. Then later we can add sugar or milk. You can add these things. Then stir it. Then again a decision whether it is taste good. If it is not taste good, then what happened? It needs some sugar or it needs some milk. Then we add sugar or milk. Then again stir. If it is not taste, again add sugar and milk likewise, right? Sometimes you feel taste it good, then you can enjoy the tea. So this is a very simple basic example for flow charts. How to draw a very simple flow chart. Clear? So now let's move to some mathematics, mathematically mathematical algorithm. So here, imagine you have box of pizza and you have group of friends. Then you want to share this pizza equally with your friends, right? So your task is to equally share this pizza and without any leftovers, right? So I mean, let's say how to do this? Suggest me how to do this. Your suggestions, are you there, students? Okay, you can put into the chat your suggestions. Yeah, we have to split. Yeah, we have to divide the number of pizza by number of friends. So how to know that it is equally divided? How you know whether it is divided equally? Simple math. How you know some number is divided without? Yeah, if I say that, you get the answer. Very good. Most of you have given the answer. If there is no balance, if there is no remainder, then we can say it is equally divided, right? Equally shared. So, how to do that? We have to ask how many pizza are there. Then we know that if we know the number of pizza, if we know the number of friends, then very simple, we divide number of pizza by number of friends. Then if the so there is a very interesting operator called mod or otherwise we can say it modular. I don't know you have met this operator before. So this operator gives you the remainder. So let's go to the Scratch. Operators part, there is a mod. Here you can see mod. So how it works when you give 10 here and 2 here, then 10 mod 2, what is the answer? That means 10 divided by 2, answer is 5, no remainder. So answer is 0. Yes. So here 10 mod 3. What is the answer? If we divide 10 by 3, the answer is 9. I mean, when we divide, the answer is 3. 10 mod 3, sorry, 10 divided by 3 is 3 and the remainder is 1. So 10 mod 3 is 1. I think you clear, right? You all are clear. 10 mod 2 is also, I already took that example. So answer is 0. Clear? How modular is working? Right. So we can use this operator for some several mathematical applications. Like if we want to check whether a number is even or odd, how to do that? We can check the number. We can divide by 2. Then if the remainder is 0, then we can simply say the number is even. If there is a remainder, then we can say it is a odd. Also, we can check the divisibility as well. If we want to check whether a number is divisible by 5, then we check the mod 5. If it is 0, then we can simply say it is divisible by 5. Clear? If it is clear, then we can first we have to draw the flow chart for this algorithm. Before we code, we draw, as I said before, right? So this is the algorithm. So I'll give you some time to draw this flow chart. I want you to mention that I have created a forum in the open.lk website. Give me a second. You can see that under this introduction to programming with Scratch, you can see Scratch discussion forum is there. So you can send your flowcharts here. You can use whatever, any tool and draw a flowchart. Simply you can use Paint or Word, anything. I'll give you more time. I mean, I will give you about 20 minutes. Is it okay? If you need more time, then I will extend the time. I hope you all will engage with this activity because I want to interact with you all. Sure, I will show you the question. This is the question. So how to do this? I am suggesting you to take inputs from the user. When, let's say, this is a program, no, we are going to program this thing, no. So in this program, when someone is when the user is coming to this program, we are asking from the user how many pizza are there. We can say number, I have mentioned here number 1. If you want, you can name it as pizza, your variable, whatever variable. Then number of friends, number 2. So now I am talking that about variables. So I guess that you have learned variables from the EDX lessons. If not, I will explain you when we do this activity. I'll explain you. Let's see how much time you are taking for this question. Then If you want, I can give you about 25 minutes, right? Because it is taking to draw the shapes, I think. It should not be a very nice and tidy one, but I need the logic, right? Yeah, you can send through the Zoom chat also. Why I created this forum is it is a suggestion of Dr. Nalin because you can share your answers with the others, right? That is why the forum is important.
Dinusha, what happened?
I gave them time to draw
I
flowchart.
see, I see, I see. Okay, okay. I just thought something had gone wrong with the thing. That's fine. You can continue. Where are you now? The first, are you, what part of the thing are you at now?
Now I'm at the first algorithms, the pizza distribution part.
Right, right. Fine, fine. Then you do that. I'll listen and come in when I'm needed. Okay. That may be
Okay,
another
sir.
half an hour, no? Right. Okay.
Yes, sir. Can you all see the question what I shared here? Because I have paused it. I want to know whether I want to make sure whether you can see it.
We can't see Dinusha.
Uh-huh.
That's why I asked whether something was wrong. Yeah.
How many of you finish? I received only one answer yet. You can so you can draw your flowchart in a paper also. Then upload your photo as well. Yes, good. I suggest you to share these your flowcharts in forum, because then the others, your other friends also can see your answer if they have
You have
done.
created a forum, Dinusha, on the.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me. Basically, students, this is how classes should be conducted. It's not like a lecture where everything is just told to you. You have to work during the class, otherwise you won't learn anything. So if most of you don't post the flow chart, then there's no point doing the class, right? We can just have a recording and you can listen to it. There's no point having a time where all of us come together. The only reason to come together at the same time is if we do something that we can't do with a recording. What we can't do with a recording is immediately for you to work, for you to look at other people's work and all learn together, right? So please participate. Otherwise, we will not be having any more of these sessions, right? We will just point you to some resources. If you want, you can. This is not compulsory. This is only if you want to learn, right? If you want to learn, you have to do some work. If you're not interested in that, well then you don't have to come.
Yeah, some students sent me through Zoom, so
Right. Yes. So
I
those
can see
students
that.
also, okay. One problem,
Yeah,
Dinusha, is that some people may be working on a phone. That is really why I have been
yeah.
telling them not to use phones. But yeah, if they have sent it through the thing, maybe can you post it on the chat? I mean on the forum if you are on the laptop. I don't know. Try and see. There's a file share, but Sumitas, if you can, please put it on the LMS as well. If you're on a laptop, you should be able to do that. Right? I see only one. Yeah, and everyone should put it onto the meeting group chat. Don't just send it to Miss Dinusha because only she can see it then, right? That is not the purpose here. The purpose is for all to learn from each other. So, Dinusha, I don't know whether you can copy those into the meeting group chat. At least do that, or also put them on the forum while the others are working.
Okay, fine. Since this is the first flow chart, I'll explain you how to do that. Then, because some of you may confused about the symbols, right? I said you that we have to use.
Share the PowerPoint also.
Okay, sir. right? These are the symbols, right? So oval shape for the start end. Then we are using arrows for to show the flow of the chart. Then I told you that rectangles for the process and decision for the decisions diamond, right? To take input and output. When we discuss the making T algorithm, there we didn't use any input or output because it is a very simple one, right? So here we are taking input and output. So we will use this parallelogram as well, right? So we can start by using the oval shape, then ask how many pizza. So we are using parallelogram. Then we have to have a variable. I am using the variable name as pizza. So I am going to set pizza to the user input. You have taken an input from the user. Then in Scratch, there is a separate variable called answer. We will see that separate variable called answer, which stores the user input value, right? So we are using that variable to assign a pizza value. Then again we are asking another question, how many friends from the user. Then again he will give you an input. Then we are taking that input to set our friends variable. Then then we are going to divide pizza variable by friends. Then when if there is a remainder, then it is not divided equally. So we can say there are leftovers. If the remainder is 0, that means it is equally divided, equal share. So that is how we do that, how we draw that. Sometimes we'll go to the Scratch. Then I want you to show something. I mean, those, if someone is new to here, I want you to show that there are variables here. There is a category called variable. Here you can create make variable like this. Click make variable and give a name to the variable and press OK. Then you can have a new variable, right? And let's do this example. So I think it is good for all of you because there are some students who are not familiar with Scratch and there are some students very familiar with Scratch. So let's make a variable name pizza. Then let's make another variable called friends. Why I am doing these things? Why I am creating two variables? Because I want to store two values. One is for a number of pizza. The other number is number of friends. So I am creating two variables to store those values. Then I want to take the input from the user. So I told you in the last session, it is in the sensing part because this sprite is doing everything here and Sprite is asking the question. So he's sensing ask a question, how many pizza? He's going to ask that question, how many pizza? Then we have to set my pizza variable some value. So I'm going to variable category. There is my pizza variable. I will drag and drop it here because I want to use it later. So I'm going to set the value. So here there is a function to set variable values to some value. I'm taking this function out and I'm going to set here the variable should pizza and sorry, not pizza. I want the answer, right? This one. I want this one answer because I want to set an answer value into my pizza variable.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes, Puta.
We can see your scratch interface.
Really?
Yeah, right from the start.
Sorry. I'm not sharing entire screen.
Okay.
Okay, I'll show you. First, what I should do is I want to create a variable, right? Here, I want to create a variable. I'll delete these two variables. Now I'm going to create a variable. From the variables category, there is an option to make variable. Make a variable. I will create a variable pizza. Right? Another variable friends. Because I need these two variables. Then what should I do? I should ask, not me, Sprite should ask what is the number of pizza. So in sensing part, he is asking question. This is the function to ask question. I'm asking, Sprite asking, how many pizza? Clear? How many pizza? Then I want to set the value to the pizza variable as the input of the user. So in the variables category, there is a function called set, which set values to the variables, right? I'm changing it to pizza and I need answer. From the sensing part, I need answer. Here answer is also a variable which grab the user input.
Screen. They are saying the screen is not shared. Have you fixed that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Oh.
Right. So now what happened? Pizza variable is now set to the answer value, right? Now I'm going to use this function and now this is a sequence. And also what we should do then? Again, we have to ask a question, how many friends? And again, I need to, so this sequence I can duplicate. Right click, duplicate, then I can change here how many friends. How many friends? 10 friends to answer. Right? Then now I have two variables with two values. Then what I have to do? Sorry. Then there are operators. Operators. In operators category, give me a second. There are so many questions. Sorry, I missed that. Now you can see the screen. Sorry. So there are so many operators. Here you can see what we have to do is we have to check. First we have to take the modular operator like this. Then we have to pizza and friends, right? I want to divide pizza by friends and take the remainder by using modulus. Then I want to check whether it is equal to 0. Here there is the equal operator. I want to check whether it is equal to 0. Which one? This whole thing. This whole thing mean this whole thing gives an output result pizza modulus friends, which is we are going to check whether it is equal to 0. Then we have to have if control. Here control category. In the control category there are two if function if control two controllers. First one it only checks if. Then there is another one if else. I have taught you this one in the last session also. So the difference is here we check if something happen, it do something. But here if something happen, it do something, and if else, it do another thing. Right? That is the difference. So here we have to what we have to do, we have to say if it is yes, we have to say equal share. If it is no, we have to say no, leftovers are there. So we have to take what we have to take if and if then and else. So we can how to give the output. How to give the output? We can use take. It is in looks. Say what he said equally shared. If modulus gives a 0 equally shared, otherwise leftover exits. How many pizza? Let's say 20. Give me a second. Okay, try yourself. I'll give you about 3 minutes. No, 5 minutes. I'll give you 5 minutes. You can also try this. Okay, fine. I haven't put a green flag there when clicked, right? I didn't make any changes. I just put a green flag to here. Then when I press green flag, it asks how many pizza. Let's say 20. How many friends? I'll say 4. Equally share, right? Clear? Am I sharing the screen? No. So I didn't make any change, just put a control when green flag clicked, right? When I click the green flag, it's a sprite asking me how many pizza. I'll say 50, enter, how many friends. Then I'll say I have 10 friends, then equally share. So very simple program. So here this program is we have done according to the algorithm and the flow chart. So when we look back to the flow chart, here you can see this is what we have exactly done in the program as well. Clear? Clear up to now? Students? Right. Okay. So let's move to the next one. So I think now we can move to the next algorithm. Algorithm 2. I have taken adding or summing up numbers from 1 to 100. Summing up numbers from 1 to 100. How to do that? First, you have to think this as an algorithm. Then you have to draw a flow chart. Then you can do the scratch part. So I'll give you, now it is 9:15. I'll give you 15 minutes to draw the flow chart. And if you finish, then you can do the scratch also. I'll give you 15 minutes to draw the flow chart. If you think it is a very long time, then you can suggest me if it is too long, right?
No. Tell them to submit as quickly as they finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then once you have about, I don't know, 5 or 10 or something like that, you can think of a cutoff time.
Okay, sir. Share your answers in the forum. So the others can also see that.
Please share in the forum, students. Now, this is where you have to understand the power of the learning management system. If you share in the chat here, that chat is not going to come in the recording of this session that will be on YouTube, right? That chat is in a different file, and for us to put it back onto YouTube is very difficult. Whereas if you post on the LMS, it will be there for everyone to see forever, while this LMS is open, right? So please share on the LMS as much as you can. And why don't, if you have time and you have finished, you can also, it's a very good thing if you can review what other people have done and ask them whether it is correct or wrong, or point out how to improve things. I must say, for this problem, there may be some students here who know that there is a very quick way to calculate this. Do not use the quick way. Solve this problem like a small child in junior school who is given this to do in the class, right? Someone who does not know any algebra or anything else is given this job, and this is part of a story I will tell later on. Just do it like a small child would in class. So you know how to do that. Now write a program to do it like that. That is what you have to do. A flow chart.
Students? No any forum posts for Zoom replies as well. Why? I believe you are doing it, right?
If you need more time, please post on the, yeah, okay, they want some more time, so that's fine. So long as you're working on it. If you really have no idea, you can post that also on the chat. There's no problem. This is a from for us. This is a very simple program, but it's very important that you don't have to worry. For you, some of you, it's a very big problem that you have no idea how to solve. That is okay. Main thing is you try to start and then you learn from when you get stuck. So draw something, right? Draw something, at least the starting point you can draw, but you may not know how to make this work so that you get the answer you want. But please draw something and then post it. Doesn't matter if it is wrong, incomplete, whatever, right? That's very important. You can't learn if you don't make mistakes.
Yeah, some of you asking few more minutes. You can take, but you have to give answers, right? Okay. Right. So, how to do that? We have to think like this. We have to add all numbers from 1 to 100. So, first we have to, let's say we have a bucket and we have nothing in here inside the bucket, and we are going to fill the bucket with the numbers. Then it will give the summation of the numbers, right? So at the very beginning, bucket is empty, bucket is 0. Then we add 1 into the bucket, right? Then now bucket has 1. Then we add 2 into the bucket. Now 1 and 2 are there. So summation is 3. Again we add 3 into the bucket. Now we have to add 3 into the previous 3. Then summation is 6. Likewise, we have to continue until up to 100. Right? That is normally we can do that very easily. Right? So how to do that? By using a flow chart. Yeah, students are sending the answers. Give me a second.
Again, may I say something, Dinusha? Students, I see that many of you are putting out very nice flow charts. I mean, okay, they may or may not be correct. I'm saying they look very nice, and you are using various tools. So I would please post all these flow charts in the uh, forum, and it's nice if you can also say what tool you used, so that others will learn. Please don't forget that there are only 30 in the class. There are 170 registered students already. There will be a few more, and most of them are going to be doing this course. And many of them don't know how to make a flow chart on a computer, right? So please post your flow chart and also say how you did it, what is the software that you used, and then other people will learn. It's very important to even these very simple things. There are students who will not be knowing, right?
Yeah. So I don't know why there are 30 students. Now it is 30. So why the others are not posting? So I believe that you are trying your own way something. So better to upload your answers as well, because you can learn something new by doing that.
Maybe you can proceed, Dinusha, because now we are going to end up
Yeah.
running out of time. But
Yeah.
so, and
Yeah.
because you have another one problem before I come in, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
One to end is
now let's simply see
when you
the
show the
flow
flow chart.
chart.
Yeah.
Now it is start. Then we have to have 2 variables. Number, as I said, you bucket. We can say the bucket is now counter. Bucket is the counter, uh, and the number is to set the number, right? So then is the count. Say then we can add. Sorry, we can add. How to do that? Here you can see that bucket is filling. Counter is so the counter is filling by adding numbers into it, right? So we have to add counter to number to the counter. Then we have to increase counter by 1. Then we have to check in this condition whether the counter reached the 100. After it is reaching 100, we have to stop this thing. That is why we are checking whether it is reached to the 100. If it is reached, then we have to, if it is reached, yes, we have to stop. We say the number and stop. But here, I think the number and the counter, yeah. So that is how we are doing that. So are you all clear up to here? What I said? How to do the flowchart? Then I will show you how to do the scratch part after Dr. Nalin's explanation. And right, I'll do the scratch.
Inusha, now you should actually go on to the next question also before I come
Yeah.
in.
Yes, sir.
That is the next question. Same thing with you have a flowchart without the equation, right? Yeah, this one. No, you don't have the flowchart for this. No, don't show this. Don't
Yeah.
show this. Don't show this. Okay.
Sorry.
Then let me talk then. You can unshare, please.
Okay, sir.
So students, I thought the reason I asked Dinusha to take this problem is that there is a famous story about a mathematician related to this problem. Does anybody know that there is a story like this? You can just say, yes, I know in the general chat, please. Nobody is writing whether they know. If you don't know, you can say you don't know. Okay, fine. So it's not a chessboard story. Fine. So I will carry on. It's about one of the most famous mathematicians of the last 400 years. Basically, last 400, at least 1600, 1700, 1800. All the important developments in mathematics were mostly happening in Europe. So in that time, there were many, many famous mathematicians. You will know some names. But there are 2 or 3 who are considered the greatest mathematicians of those 400 years. Who would they be? What do you know? What if have you heard of people who are considered the greatest mathematicians in Western Europe from 1600 to say 1900? Those 300 years. Can you put in some names that you think that you have heard are called great mathematicians? Maybe not. Maybe most of you have not done A-level mathematics anyway. So, but in general, if of those times, the 3 of the greatest mathematicians are, if you have a list, most people would put in the top 10 Sir Isaac Newton, who was a mathematician as well as being a physicist. Those days, people didn't stop doing one field or the other. And there is also Euler. You will learn about Euler when you do the mathematics course. He's very, very important. And there was also Gauss. Gauss, you may not come across in basic mathematics at the A levels. But the story is like this. The story is that, yes, somebody has put Newton here. Somebody that when Gauss was about 9 or 10 years old, that he was in junior school then, and his teacher, this is the story, okay? We don't really know, and I'll show you a web link which tries to research whether the story is true or not. And there is no clear evidence of whether it's true or not, and also exactly what the story is. But the common story is that the teacher wanted to give them something to keep them quiet for a while, maybe. So he gave them to add the numbers 1 to 100, right? Just like we had in this computer program is trying to do it like a small child would add numbers from 1 to 100, right? So then, to his surprise, this one boy finished the problem in, I don't know, maybe 1 minute or half a minute, and brought those days people were writing on slates. There were no pencils and papers. When I was in kindergarten, I also used a slate. I don't know whether they use them now. And brought it to him and said, I have solved the problem. Here is the answer. And so let me share something. Yes, let's see. Right. This is the article I'm going to send to you. This is the story. Right. This is one version of the story. But the point is that this 10-year-old boy, and that is why he went on to become a great mathematician, even if this story is not 100% true, he was at the age of 10 already solving problems that like A-level students would be solving today, right? So his name was Carl Friedrich Gauss. And what he would have noticed is that this has a pattern, right? Let's see. So there are various patterns. I will post this on the LMS as well. So you can see that you can arrange the numbers in both directions. Then you will see that the sum is the same, right? And you will come up with an answer like this. You can do it in two different ways. You can take the row and fold it over like this, or you can just have two rows, right? Or you can take the average like this, or you can put it into a triangle. These are different ways of visualizing the same problem, just like Al-Khwarizmi visualized the quadratic equation in the presentation I made the other day, right? So I will put this image onto the chat. The point is that then if you do it for any number n, we were doing n is equal to 100 only. If you do it for any number n, then you end up with, these three equations are the same. The three different ways give it in different form, but they're all the same. So this is an equation that everybody learns for A levels. When you do series, this is an arithmetic series, and you can find equations for the sum of an arithmetic series. And you learn in your mathematics course that you will do in the first semester, you will learn about series and how to add them up and how to prove this kind of formula, right? All this what you will learn. So now if today we will not be adding up like that, we will be using a formula if somebody gave us a problem like this. So that is really what Dinusha is going to do next. And then we will soon end the session. Go ahead, Dinusha.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll share my screen. Right. So this is how when you use the formula, this is not. This is how we can do the flow chart. Start when green flag clicked, set n to 0 and total to 0. Then here I have used, I told you that I will tell you that 1 to 100 as well, 1 to n numbers also. I mean, if you ask the user to input a value and we can add up to that number also, right? So here this flow chart I have created for 1 to n, right? So here you can say ask the user to enter a number. Then we can set answer to that number. Then here this is a validation. We can say this is a validation. We are checking whether n is greater than 0. If it is positive, we are going to check whether the number is positive, right? Then here the formula in the process, we are doing the formula n multiplied by n plus 1 divided by 2, right? So then we can give the output. Sum of 1 to n is that total, right? So if you can't understand this thing, you can understand this when we do the Scratch program. Okay, so what we have to do first, so we have to ask the user to enter some number, right? Then we are setting, we have to have a variable. I didn't give you a time. So shall we give them a homework? This is also a homework, or do I need to do this now?
No, maybe you should give it as homework. So
Yeah.
students, what we will do is we'll make in the forum we'll make one thread where
Yeah.
Dinusha will create a thread saying post your solution here. Solution means that you have to create the program, and then of course, as you know, Scratch programs, you just give the link on the website. Then of course you have to please understand, make sure that you make your Scratch projects open, right? That's important, Dinusha. I think, did you go through that when you were creating an account? Anyway, those who have made their projects open, can other people see the project, right? So just post the link once you have done it. Then anyone can go and look at your program, and also they can run it and check whether it works, right? So please do it like that. Consider this as homework, and then even the next question you can give as homework, Dinusha,
Yes,
once you
sir.
go through the flow
Yeah.
chart.
Yeah.
Okay. There, the next question, she's not going to give you even the flow chart. So we will be asking you to post the flow chart first and then do the Scratch and post the link, right? And please understand that actually we will continue these sessions only if there is interest. Interest means enough students have to submit on the forums. Otherwise, then we can stop. If people are not interested in using this time, well, then I can guarantee that you will suffer when the course starts, right? You not only suffer, some of you will fail, some of you will get really stressed out and start complaining. Okay, go ahead, Dinisha.
Yeah. The next algorithm is we are taking quadratic equations, right? So how to do that? Some of you may know, and some of you may don't know. Search this thing if you don't know how to solve a quadratic equation. Then very simple. We have, in math we do like this. X is equal to this formula. Then how to check the roots? The roots, if they are real or not real, we call something discriminant. We take this formula, right? So no need to know anything about math. Just we have to check this thing in this algorithm. That is what I want you to tell. If we give some equation here, x squared plus 10x equal 39, right? So here a is 1, b is 10, c is negative 39. Why? Here 39 is in this side. You know that we have to take it into the other side and equal to 0. Make it equal to 0, right? That is why z is negative. A, B, C. If we know A, B, C values, then we can calculate X and we can calculate D, right? If the D is greater than 0, we can have real roots. I want you to create a program to check the quadratic equations A, B, C, then to tell whether it has real roots or not. Very simple one. Don't be confused. Very simple one. So you have to ask your user to enter A, B, C. Then you have to check the D. B square is not there, but you can use multiplication, right? B multiplied by B minus 4 multiplied by A multiplied by C, right? Then if it is greater than 0, it has real values, real roots. Otherwise, it has it doesn't have real roots, right? That is what you have to do. So it is also a homework you have to do. Okay, I'll create a separate topic for that two questions, right? You can upload your flowcharts and your Scratch programs as well. So that's all from my side. And yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dinusha. Then students now, so this is now from now on, it's going to be a hybrid. There's going to be live sessions and interactions on the LMS. And this is how you will be doing all your courses. There are not lectures like this for every little piece of that you have to learn, right? That is not how we do it. We are distance education, self-learning university. So there will be some lectures or some video presentations, yes, but the rest of it you have to do, and you have to post things on the LMS also to show that you have understood. So yes, there will be separate discussion. So for each of the questions, Dinusha will make two threads, right? Threads. So each one, then you don't make your own thread. You click reply and you put your thing and you discuss there, right? So she will make a thread for the flowchart first, and then a thread for the Scratch link. I am right now making a post about the Gauss story that I will put on top. But see what the threads are available, and then post your stuff accordingly. So thank you, Dinusha, again. And now we will continue this Scratch, working through Scratch only if there is enough interest, right? I mean, I'm expecting more than 30 students to do some work on the LMS. Please go and tell your friends to get involved, and everybody who, half of you had not started the Scratch course, please start the Scratch course and show that you're interested. Otherwise, we don't have to. Miss Tilakaratna has a lot of work. Right now, she has a lot of work because they have to correct all the papers of all your senior batches, 3 batches, 1,800 students. Papers have to be corrected before the end of this month, not even by the 3rd week of March, right? So they are very busy. Now, if they come to help you, that is because they want you to get started. Otherwise, they won't be wasting their time introducing all the new subjects. They will wait till May, and then you have to learn everything in a few weeks. It's not going to be easy, right? So please pass the word around and get more people involved. I'm sure that you know 3 or 4 other people who are also here. Or if you post things, then people will see that others are working and they will come. That is the most important thing. 15 of you who had not started Scratch, start Scratch and put it on the leaderboard, at least that you have started. The more people who post on the leaderboard, the more people will actually get motivated to start, right? That is how we have to get this thing going. So now get to the LMS and show that you are working. Post your Scratch links, then others will also see, and they can go and look at it and see it's not very difficult and get motivated. Right. Thank you again, Dinusha. Good night, students. This recording, when she has time to edit it, will be on YouTube like the previous one. Good night.
Thank you, sir.